Alright, so this is alright, so this is Pragmata Sketchbook. At least that's what it's called. I think the sketchbook part is the demo. The entire Pragmata game will probably just be called Pragmata. So I don't know what the sketchbook part means, but if it means exactly what I think it means, it's not going to be a very impressive demo. Because typically I like demos where I could do gameplay, and if I don't get to do gameplay here, that's a problem. Now, I'm all about customization, but that's for games that are heavily based in customization. So if I see a game like Code Vein about customization, I would buy the game based on customization alone. But if the gameplay is garbage, then I won't buy the game at all. The same applies here. Whatever the sketchbook is, I would see if it's good enough, but I'll also need to see the gameplay as well. So we'll see. What Pragmata is, I'm going in here blind. I'll see what it's all about. I think this might be the second or demo for that of February. Code Vein was the first one. Might not be more than these two come February, because now I had to continue my subscription for PlayStation Plus simply to get the Walking Dead um, DLC to work, so I could see if I could get my actually downloadable progression. Turns out the joke's on me. That doesn't work. If you're having the Walking Dead version for the PlayStation 5, then guess what? There's only the Walking Dead version for PlayStation 5. There's no Walking Dead version for PlayStation 4. So yeah, that's a fun thing because I'll have to start that all over again, and I'm not going to do that. So in some ways, I kind of regret accessing the PlayStation Plus because I would assume that the game company would release a PlayStation 4 version for um, World War Z, which they didn't. Which I'm quite surprised that they didn't. They released an aftermath version for PlayStation 5, and they released an aftermath version for PlayStation 4, but they didn't do that for The Walking Dead. So that really pisses me off because I gave PlayStation Plus $10 for nothing. But in some ways, it's kind of good because now I could do multiplayer with other people in other games that require PlayStation Plus, and at the same time, I'm finally going to be able to probably finish Bloodborne in the month of February. So that's at least the good part. But it sucks because I really didn't want to give PlayStation Plus money. But we'll see what Pragmat is all about. From what I heard from Code Vein as 2 as well, the gameplay Code Vein 2 is good, but the exploration in Code Vein 2 is bad, and some interactions are bad, and the graphics in the story, with regards to once you exit out of the customization window, feels very way back in the days from Code Vein 1. So they really haven't improved on the graphics since Code Vein 1 in this general story. They improve on the graphics in the demo, but when you start to slowly go into the story, based on what I've heard, it's not good. So there are like three main things about Code Vein 2 that's bad. One, exploration. Two, character graphics with regards to how characters look later on in the story. And three, shuddering or splittering. Sometimes it could be jittering as well. At least one guy says you having to have problems with jittering, and he is running on a better machine than mine's. I believe he downloaded his for a PC version. So yeah, not a fan of that. And if it was on PlayStation 5 that he did his on, it won't matter because I have PlayStation 5 as well. So, and plus I'm not running on good network speed, so that's a factor as well. So anyone who's not running a good network speed, Code Vein might give you issues. So Code Vein 2 might give you issues. So screw that game. My Suzerain will have to be in limbo until they fix that game or bring out a better version of that game. So I will still keep the demo there within my library, but I'm not messing with that game. Screw that game. I'm all about checking this out and then possibly continuing Walking Dead or Bloodborne today. Or Warframe. Probably Warframe.
Hey, Diana! Little help here? Look out! What are you doing? Diana! Yeah! Tough one, brother. Hey! You gonna help?
1 second.
Up you go. Diana! I need your hack in here!
Shoot now!
On it! Nope! More of them? Leave the shooting to me. Got him! Glad that's over with.
Me too.
So what were you working on there?
That's a secret. I'll tell you later.
Okay, so straight away, I'm curious about one thing and one thing only. This is not going to be a story about a guy who's the sole reason why he's protecting this girl or helping this girl is because it reminds him of his daughter or something, because that'll be incredibly cliche if that's the purpose of this. or he lost a daughter or something straight out of The Last of Us. Because if that's part of the story, then I'm gonna give up before I even try. Now, the whole idea of a child being on your back while you're fighting, that's extremely dangerous and very questionable. But she's not really a child, she's an android too. But you have to understand something. From the logic point of view of a person watching this, let's say if your mom walks in, let's say I'm a teenager, my mom walks in, and I'm playing a game about a guy that has a robot child on his back. The mother won't see a robot child on your back until you explain it to her. What they'll see is a child on a man's back wearing armor in a combat situation, which they'll automatically think is inappropriate. And in many ways, they're correct because, like it or not, anything that takes on the form of a child, whether it's a plant, whether it's a machine, whether it's an actual child, whether it's simply a holographic representation, anything that represents that of a child is depicting some type of innocence, and throwing innocence into combat, machine or not, or just a child itself, is a dangerous thing to do and an irresponsible thing to do. The fact that she's a machine does not exclude that factor at all. The fact that she is on his back like a child is on a father's back or in a backpack or something does not exclude that at all. The fact that they have the child in order for you to receive a certain type of emotion towards the child itself, and the factor of the child within the combat scenario is not something new either. It's present within Resident Evil Revelations 2, and it's in many other games where children are always in dangerous situation. But there's a difference between a child in a dangerous situation than a child that's actually helping you in a combat situation. And the main reason why they could get away with certain things is because the child is not human. So that's the reason why they could use it in such dangerous situations. But you gotta understand, at the end of the day, the silhouette that's over that of the robot is still a reminder, a representation of a child form. So a lot of people will have a field day with this if they're not into games, or if they think it's giving the wrong message. So that's already one bad thing that I see that's going to come this game's way. What they're trying to do or what they're trying to say. And the other thing, bad thing that might be coming their way is the whole cliche thing that whatever the story that's going to play out with this guy, if it's something somewhat resembles that of The Last of Us or things from Resident Evil or other games, it's going to be cliche. So they have to. I would say this company is threading a very fine line using a child robot to use in combat. I wouldn't have recommended this. Would have been a course of action if I was to develop a game and create a game. So they're taking a huge swing here. So I got to give them props for at least taking that swing, because this is something that you shouldn't do in the game world, especially in this digital age where parent control is a huge thing, as well as what is right and what's morally wrong, especially when it comes to combat situation and where the world is. So I always say don't bring politics into my video games, but hey, some game people don't have a brain, and when they create games they don't have a brain, but like they bring that shit into their games, whether you like it or not. So we'll see how this goes.
First, we get the power on. Let's move.
I do like the fact that the uniqueness of the fact that the robot child is hanging on your back is cute, and the fact that she's actually hanging on your back at all is funny as hell. With someone just chilling on your back, I mean, I was thinking about it. What if it was like an animal or something, like a cat or a dog? That would be cute as well. But it won't be as cute as that of a child because you have some type of moral attachment to it. That's
Don't
why I
look
said
now.
it's
We got
threading a
company.
very
You
fine
really
line.
sure you work here?
What? This is my fault?
Edging and jumping. Humans trust their gauge.
Not bad. Is that it?
The hacking is rather simple, but depending on the situation that you're going to get thrown into, you are in slow motion kinda when you're in hacking mode like this, but you can't dodge to the left and dash to the right. You can only walk to the left and walk to the right. So let's say there are multiple enemies, you have to hack fast. So this is a unique way on doing hacks because you're hacking while you're moving. So if the enemy hits you, maybe it knocks you out of your hack, or maybe it knocks your health down. So this is, I would give it a point for the fact that you have to hack and move and dodge enemy at the same time. That's rather difficult, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get even more complicated as you go. So that's a very good point added to this game. Is it the most unique type of thing? It's not the most unique, but is it something new? This definitely is. Hacking while dodging enemy attacks at the same time. That's going to be kind of annoying for certain people, but it does have its difficulty. And it's both, yeah, it's kind of a reflection of, I would say, real life circumstances. Like in hotspots and military hotspots, you have to get into an open location or into a closed location, and you have to hack before the enemy reach your location. You have to move fast enough, and you're under fire, so you have to hack while you're under fire. You may take a bullet or a shot or two. You may go down, and then someone else have to hack, and you may start bleeding out, and then they break into the facility and hack, and you're now in safety. And that's a real thing that happens. So kudos to them emulating that type of nature. The brightness is kind of off, but then again I have to confirm all of that with my monitor. So it probably looks fine just the way it is. It's not bad. Alright, it's a little better. Let me check something. It's not bugging out. Actually, so now that I'm here, let me just do some standard procedure things that you do in most games. For one, Pragmata. I might have to look up Pragmata because this feels very much like Vexile. Huh. I'll have to find out who the developers are. Wait a minute. No, not Vexile. Vanquish. Yeah, that's it. Vanquish. Our main character here looks very much like the character from Vanquish. In fact, even the tutorial kind of starts out kind of like the way Vanquish did, inside of a white room. Vanquish game developer. If this is actually a Vanquish, the people who made Vanquish made this, and I'm even more positive about it. Let's see. Now I'm gonna look up Platinum Games. The developers was Platinum Games, Little Stone Software. Yeah. Okay. So let's see who made Pragmata. Video game. Pragmata's on the platform Nintendo 2 Switch. Nintendo Switch 2. Developer was Capcom. The original developer for Vanquish was Platinum Games. So stones. Designers. Okay. And the publisher was Sega. So yeah, it's not Vanquish. Even though the character kind of looked like Vanquish, this is a Capcom game. I keep forgetting they did have this within the PlayStation Network. That is Capcom. Yeah. Okay, so this is Capcom. Our boy looked like something straight out of Vanquish. The world looked like something straight out of Vanquish. Hell, even his booster kind of. Maybe someone from Platinum Games works here now with Capcom. Maybe Capcom fans love Vanquish. That's why this look kind of like Vanquish. Oh, I like that. That's straight up Horizon Forbidden West shit. Now, the game did say your booster time requires, is disabled over time. So I see it. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. So, jump. Okay, so there's not slowing down time. It's the booster. There's no slowing down time. When you move to the left, it's the regular move to the left and right. That does feel stiff, so can I change that? Controls. Toggle on. Equipment. Emphasis. Let's see what this will do. Let's turn it all the way up and see what that does. It does have automatic save, so let's see that. This thing change a little. Feels kind of janky. Take it completely off and save it. Let's see what happens. Now it feels a bit stiff. I think it was fine just the way it is. Vertical, horizontal sensitivity. 5 was fine. What else? Camera movement. Let's try camera movement as well. Let's turn that bad boy all the way up and see how. Turn both of them up. Let's see how fast we go at 100%. Okay. That's pretty fast. But that's too fast. I might actually miss my enemies. Let's try 75%. No, for both. I like the kind of background music going on as well. Feels like something straight out of The Walking Dead meets sci-fi. Like, that's a Negan right there. That little jittery of that's straight up Negan. Okay, let's see. Still a bit too fast. Might get sick. Okay, so let's try 60. Both regular look around and when using aiming. Wow, it moves faster on aiming than on regular look around. Okay, it's a bit too high. Vertical speed, okay, try. Maybe I keep it at 50 and let's see where we go. Let's turn it all the way down again and see what happens. Jesus, that's stiff as hell. It hardly even moves, which is very good. Take it to 20. A bit stiff at 20. Assuming the 30 will be a bit stiff as well, so let's drop it to 40. No, 35. Let's see what 35 does. $35 is good. 35 is good. Yeah. Look around speed is fine as well. But it might also make me a bit sick at 50 look around speed. So let's drop that to 45. Still a bit sickly. Like, if I really want to see where I'm going without blurriness happening, and I took off blur, then I need to see everything fast enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So far so good. The movement speed in the game, the character good. The jumping is good. There's no slow motion, but you don't need it because it's this booster pack and you hold on the X to boost. And you can aim. You cannot move from left to right when you're aiming, but you can. So you could jump in place in here, and then you could slowly but surely, as you're landing, guide your character. So jump, and I'm slowly bringing him here. So if I start right in the middle here, and I jump and I aim while shooting someone, I could dodge maybe 1 or 2 bullets and land here. Let's see if I can get to the center by being right center here. Jump. Yes. So I might be slightly be able to dodge 1 or 2 bullets if they're aiming directly in this direction, or dodge 1 or 2 bullets aiming directly in this position by moving here while shooting at the same time. Very good. So I'm going to give a game a point for that, for its camera and vertical speed. 1 point. Give it another point for movement speed. Good. Aim speed. Good. All that stuff. Good. So all in all, with regards to speed of movement, speed of camera movement, speed of jumping, all of that will come up to about a good maybe 5 points. Everything with regards to speed, and also torque speed with regards to the character, like this. Imagine this guy's a car. You press on the gas halfway, you don't exactly stop. Where you're at, your arm is already at the halfway point, and you fully press on the brake. Bam. I wish it'd be a little bit faster, so you get, like, say someone run right in front of you, like a car. Bam. It would be like a 2-second delay. Say I'm jumping right in front of this car because I'm a crazy person. It's a 2-second delay. So it has a 2-second delay, and I like the fact that it has that 2-second delay because it's emulating a human behavior. No one's hand will automatically go up and shoot up like that. There's a motion with regards to inertia. So yeah. The run speed is good too. It reminds me of Horizon Forbidden West run speed. It's very logical. And he doesn't run out of energy because he's wearing a suit. Very good. It also reminds me a little bit of Dead Space. The suit reminds me a little of Dead Space, but the movement speed does not remind me of Dead Space. The movement speed is straight up Horizon Forbidden West. So this is very good. All I need is some Vanquish sliding, and I'm cool. So movement is good. Full half point. So far, no negative things I could say about the game whatsoever, other than things that could be seen as politically idealistic or maybe negative from an outside perspective. But that has nothing to do with the performance of the game. Those are external things that has to be accounted for as well. But those still are external things. Here, this is about gameplay. So, oh yeah, it has this little animation too. Okay, let's see here. Circle looks like in most games circle is for rolling or slashing. I'm pressing the circle button and this little light popping up here by, wait, maybe before I press that and you see what it means. System, resume, title. Okay, files, emails, guidance. Okay. Hellos, help. Using weapons, attacking, dodging, thrusters, hacking enemies. Well, I know all about that. Guidance. I have nothing to guide me, but I do have everything. But these things are already explained to me. And also, I'll give it a point for everything it says right here. Using a weapon is fast. Shooting the weapon is also fast as well. Aim accuracy on the weapon is slightly off, but that's fine because I'm assuming you're going to be able to tweak that. Attacking is fine. Using the girl for hacking, that's fine, but also using your weapon for aiming and shooting, which is weird. Um, as the girl, you're like this. You're aiming like this, and you can shoot. Like aim L2, shoot R2. Right? But as you aim, a passive thing happens, and that passive thing is the girl, the robot girl. So when you're aiming, the passive kicks in as well. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say the spring brakes on a car, because those things are only up, kicks in when you lose air pressure. It's more like the passive in Warframe. Something, as you do something, something happens. So as you do this, the hacking commences, and you press the triangle, the square, or you press the triangle and the X for going up and down, and you press the square and the circle for moving left to right. But this only happens when you press the L2. So that's good. So let me give it another point for that. So far, I say the game is about at a 1.5. If you're considering the demo from when the demo first started, nothing negative to say about the game so far. Anything political, ideological, or moral, those things are not associated with playing the game. So weapon usage, I got points for weapon usage, how you use the weapons, attacking, give it a point for that, dodging or using thrusters, um, how to dodge and use thrusters, but I haven't done the dodge yet. So R1 is dodge, okay. Jump, hover, okay. So in I forgot what game has R1 as dodge. I am curious about something. Can I, for the controls, can I switch them to whatever set format I want? Set the presets, change them. The button configuration, yes. I'd say I want the jump, hover, interact, use and repair, scan. Okay, so these are the only things that are available to me. Now, hopefully this is not the only thing available to me with regards to the overall game, but if it is, let's say it is, do I really want to change hover from X? No, that feels about right. Direction buttons, that's fine, I guess. Repairs using circle. Okay, so that's what that was when I was pressing circle rapidly. I was slowly but surely doing repairs. Scanning using squares. So all this is correct to me. So the dodge button cannot be changed. So that's a slight one-off from me. But the fact that you're able to configure buttons and it's present in the game, that's another point. So 1 point off for being able to configure every single button, but another point for the fact of having configuration of buttons and switching them around um, as well in the game. And plus, the game also has a lot of configurations. Not a lot of configurations, a lot of options as well. With regards to changing brightness, with regards to changing camera movement, vertical axis, so on and so forth. With regards to turning and turning off hub, having tutorial on. It's pretty much a lot of stuff as well, and this is, it's not like this is a multiplayer game. So I would say it has about the same as Horizon Forbidden West have with regards to changing things. So that's pretty damn good. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to change. So I give it a point for it. So all in all, I would say from where I am from the beginning of the game to where I am now, based on options, based on combat mechanics, based on the ability to change and increase the brightness and decrease the brightness, um, graphics wise, to turn off blur, to turn on blur, to change your language, to add subtitles, to remove subtitles, have accessibilities, to increase sound, decrease sound, um, uh, control configurations, to have assist on, all that stuff. All of that comes up to about a good full 2 points as well. And of course, now that I've initiated the dodge, that's another point as well. So that's pretty good. Can I dodge when I'm running? Is dodging and without running? Did they put dodging only when you're walking and aiming? Or did they put dodging when you're running as well? Because those are two different codes. Yes, there's dodging when you're running as well. Is there a back dodge? There's back dodge. There's side dodge, there's back dodge, there's forward dodge. Would they be a back dodge when I'm running? Well, it'll be hard to do that. Yeah, you can't do it. So, you can't dodge backwards when you're running forward unless you let go of the run. But even when you let go of the run button, you would dodge forward. It's a typical guy standing in one place. Dodge button means he has to run forward. The only time to dodge backwards if you're pressing the back button and the dodge. So he would turn around and dodge backwards in the direction where you want to dodge to. Okay. So this isn't Revenant where you can just like back dodge by just pressing one button and he just jumped backwards. So okay, that's fine. It's its own thing. So movement speed, aiming, dodging, all that stuff is good. So I'm at a good 2.2 in regards to the game. I like the idea of the kid hanging on her back as well. It's pretty funny, so I'll give it a point for that as well. It has some type of cuteness to it. That's why I'm giving it a point for that. So far it's at 2.3. I like the design of the environment. It looks pretty good, even though it's monotone. It's for the type of world that it's in, sci-fi world. It may not need to be more than monotone. It could be very bland, but then again, you could change up as the time goes, depending on if you're going from robotic to a vegetation. So I give it a point for that. So all in all, everything looks solid and set. The world looks structured. Everything, shadows are placed correctly. The shadows from here, from blinds, with shadows going through here, coming correctly and accurately. When I'm walking down the stairs, I feel like I'm walking down the stairs, not sliding down the stairs. When I'm walking, I hear the sound of my character walking. When I'm running, I hear the sound of my character running. When I'm boosting, I hear the sound of the boost. So sound, environment sound, and character sound is good as well. So all in all, I'll say this will, if I'm to include sound as well, especially with regards to aiming and to doing repairs. Sound there, and even jumping for sound for jumping. All in all, sound and design of the game is good. So that's a solid 3.2 right there. I could say various different sounds that I'm hearing to add if I'm considering everything by the points. Sound for movement, sound for action, sound for the environment, like wind sounds, sound for the music itself added to the music, not just the music itself, sound for objects, sound for animations, sound for attaching powers, sound for other things as well. That works. And of course there's sound also applied for interacting with buttons. So
It's locked.
I can open it.
and sound for speech. So all in all, I'll say I'm at a 3.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
The hacking is
To
not
restore
also
functionality,
the hacking is
please
not too
visit the main
complicated
contact
either.
login
So
tool.
I would that's
There we
another
go.
that's a
First one
3.1.
down.
Yeah, I really like the booster thing. It reminds me of Horizon Forbidden West when you're doing slow motion, but it's not slow motion. It's just a booster pack making you glide. Interaction animation is pretty good too. Reminds me of another game I just recently played about more than a month ago. There's no fall damage as well, because why would there be? He's wearing a suit. He doesn't feel the impact. Okay, so I believe I came in through here, and I proceeded down here, and I climb here. That's 2 points right there. That's 2 points right there. Most games won't even bother to have reflections. It would blur this all out, or make this opaque gray, so it looks like it has a reflection, but you don't see a person, or they have a blur there. This is a full image of this guy. So someone had to put the effort into putting this code in for this. That's some effort right there. That's full 2 points right there. Okay, so now I have to figure out what I have to do. I'll finish this, but I can't do this. The passive of her being the passive whenever I aim my gun does not allow me to lock these two. So I have to figure out where I have to go next. These weren't on before until I hacked this. So let's see. Oh, okay, I'm just not paying attention. Okay, this is also very good. Some games won't even bother to highlight what you're actually supposed to pay attention to. Now that most people in this generation don't like to read a lot, they just like to get to the point. They at least have you know, the fortitude, or if you want to use another word, the willingness to highlight certain things. Powerful close range shockwave makes enemies easier to stagger. That's all you need to read, nothing else. And that's good, because most people say, well, what is this? Powerful close range shockwaves make enemies easier to read. You don't need to read the whole paragraph.
That one's not that good at long distances.
And just in case you weren't paying attention, they have made the girl
On it.
Good work. Step off.
Something's aiming at us. Look out!
Yes, that's that. So where to?
I don't know. Try scanning.
okay, I like it a lot. You don't like to read, she tells you everything you need to do. If someone's behind you, she'll probably tell you if someone's behind you. I think this is mainly for those dudes who are in the room with a lot of people and they're not listening or they don't hear. So they have words for those people who cannot hear or listen, or for those who are listening, but their attention span is due to something elsewhere. Let's say they look away from the screen. They at least hear the girl tell them what's happening. So that's good. So I'll give that 3 points. No, yeah. So now I'm at 3.5. Gave 2 points for the reflection and another 3 points there, so I'm 3.5. Oh, 3.6 actually. So I jumped down here, I believe. Okay, mark objective scan. Okay, so circles for repairing your suit. If it's damaged, so let me see. Is my suit damaged? Let's see what happened. Yes, it's damaged. The suit repair and how much damage you've received on your suit is shown when you press your aim button. So you aim, it says I'm at 1,300 out of 1,300. That number is going to go down, so you would know exactly how much is going down. And you press circle to slowly repair it within your systems. And also scanning is square. So yeah, I kind of like that. The informative hub is informative, and just like Doom, let me see if it's easy to switch weapons. Yes, it is. Switch here, switch here. Actually, it's easier than Doom because you just press there, there, and now you're using the weapons here. Now you're using weapons here. Very easy. Hey man, if this keeps going good, I might purchase this before I purchase Code Vein 2, which I'm not purchasing at all actually. I heard it's not that good. Susa Reed.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been
We'll have to be in limbo for a while until we fix that game.
One more to go.
Okay, so these are happening terminals. Right. Do I feel that there's anything special about the world I see around me? No. It doesn't look that special. It looks very monotone and bland. But I know it's not going to stay like that all the time, because if it is, then I'll give the game a point off for that. In fact, I should be honest with myself. I'm going to give it a half point off for that. Everything looks the same color, and only things with regards to wire looks different, but it's not a big deal. So where I got it at 3.6, I'll say, because it's a half point off. Well, not really. A half point off is a lot of points. That's 5 points off. I would take 2 points off for that, so 3.4. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, so this is where I believe they fell off a little. It's very important to point out passing through multiple nodes of the same type increase effectiveness. You wouldn't know that increase effectiveness unless you keep reading. Temporary increased damage dealt. That's what it does. Okay. Let me read the whole thing. I hacked nope. It's very important. Temporary increased damage dealt. So typically when you, like, say if you don't like to read, you know that it's there to increase damage dealt. You don't know the reason why. Let's say you don't care. That's all you need to know. But if you do care, hacking node disrupts enemy internal systems. Repeat use of the same enemy reduces its effectiveness. So repeating using this, I believe that's also important, because if I decide to go back to it multiple times, if I'm able to, it will continue. Repeating using the same enemy reduces its effectiveness. So the more I go over that yellow node, the less effective the machine is going to be. I believe that's also important, but I guess it's not that big a deal.
We can use this to hit harder and beat things faster.
Right. Oh, the sweetest thing, I think the sweetest thing about this is that this is very much like Horizon Forbidden, not Horizon Forbidden West. It's very much like Control. The weapons are very much like Control. They're energy based, so they recharge over time. So you never run out of bullets. You just have a long waiting period, or a long charging period. So you never have to look around for ammunition or pick them up.
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
this again. I feel like a damn rat in a maze.
It really doesn't like to talk.
Whatever. Let's just get this over with.
Move, you.
This freaking thing is tough as hell.
It's way stronger than the water.
Let's see.
Jump, you.
Oh, crap.
Yep, this is what I thought. It would be very difficult to fight it while you're hacking and fighting at the same time. That's not easy. So that's the difficulty of the game, to hack and fight at the same time. It's pretty unique, and it keeps... Wait, no. Okay. Wait. I could do this. Well, what happened to the shotgun? Oh, the shotgun got used up. Or... No. It didn't get used up. Oh, it fell.
That one up close.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, if the enemy hits you too many times, your gun fall out of your hand. That's interesting. Because that would make sense. If an enemy does keep hitting you, eventually you would drop your weapon. So you got to pick it back up. That is different. But the hacking and fighting at the same time, that's pretty difficult. So I give the game 2 points for its uniqueness. I gave it 1 point for its uniqueness already, but now I think about it, I'll give it another point for its uniqueness. So now I believe I'm back up to 3.6. That's very good. Oh yeah, and points for the fact that you could switch to different weapons easily, like by just going here and here. So 3.7, and the fact that you could pick up your gun in battle if you drop it. That's something different. So 3.8. Oh yeah, and one more point with regards to the yellow caution symbol that allows you to hit enemies harder by disrupting their internal systems. So yeah, it has its own unique fighting mechanics, which is pretty damn good. So far I'm having fun playing this. I was thinking maybe the bland surroundings and the kid on this guy's back is kind of lame, you know, but the actual combat mechanics and the style of combat is very different and fast and not too slow either. So I'm having
Lots did
fun
all the
with the
work,
combat
leaving him
mechanics
bored to
itself.
tears. And I'm your winner.
Are you bored too?
And I like the fact that the game just gets to the point. You don't want to read all this. Here's what you have to read, just the highlighted words. To restore full function, restart main power generator on the top floor. That's all I need to
I'm
do.
good. Kinda hard to get bored keeping up with your chit-chat.
Oh, whoa there. I have nothing to repair my suit. I'm pressing circle. Oh. So consumables is a thing in this game. You cannot just repair your suit just like that. You have to have a certain amount of whatever it is in order to use. You have to be effective with how you use your, I forgot the name of it, for repairing your suit. Well, less effective, more efficient.
Emergency lockdown for all on-site locations has been disabled. Please complete a manual reboot of the power
You can't be
plant
negligent
controller to fully
of
restore operations.
All right, we made it. Now where do we find the main power terminal?
you can't be negligent about just wasting resources. You have to be conservable. Well, now I know there's no fall damage, so I'm not worrying about falling down. But long falls might be a thing. So let's see how long falls work. Long falls does nothing. No long fall damage. In the full game, you can return to the shelter via escape hatch. At the shelter, your suit integrity will fully restore, and you can upgrade your gear as well as interact with Diana. Shelter, huh? Escape hatch or checkpoints. I think that should be highlighted as well. Escape hatch are checkpoints, and then the other highlighted stuff. So it's strange they miss with certain highlighted things that are important. But the general idea has been fully expressed. You might not need to look at the word escape hatch. You could just look at the symbol of what the escape hatch is, or the image, and you know that's what I have to do if I want to get the hell out of here and go to a nice safe place. So this is a nice safe place. Different from elevators, it's red in color. And L1, escape. So she's a child android, and I found her here. I don't know why she was here. This child android was here, but this guy decided to just pick her up, and he just happened to have a backpack. Or maybe he didn't happen to have a backpack. Maybe he had a backpack on and he got rid of it, and now she's standing on this thing that looks like a backpack, but it's not. Okay, so I'm going to use it. Wait, what the hell? Oh, okay. If you had the full game, you would be able to escape. But this is a demo, so I can't leave and go up. Right. Restore power. Okay, so at checkpoints or at escape points, my suit energy goes all the way up. So escape points, like me going to safety and getting out of this place, fully restores my health or my armor. Hey, what was that? Something showed up. Oh, okay. Icons also show pretty good in the game, so I should give a game points for icons and silhouettes, and as well as holograms. So those things are present. So all in all, I'm at a 4 with regards to the game, thinking back on everything, including silhouettes for enemies as well as holographs for enemies as well, and of course picking up like the word new in bold letters here, and the icon showing the weapon before you pick up the weapon. So let's say you have tons of weapons all around, you'll be able to tell which one is new and which one is different because it says new on it, and it has the color. Maybe the color orange represents new, and and maybe the color blue represents, I don't know, whatever's going on, but at least it has color for things as well. Just like it has color to tell you what this is. It's a new weapon, and the color orange represents new, but right here it says stasis link, stasis net, and it represents a green icon as well. So this is a weapon that does stasis link, which is probably for the girl, or should I say it gives you a stasis link +1. Not sure what that means. Maybe it means I move faster when I use hacking, or when I link the things, or I'm only allowed to do stasis 1 link, level 1 stasis link. Let's pick it up. The game has a lot of information within its demo, so that's pretty damn good. Right away, they tell you how to do things. Okay. It expands on impact, mobilizing enemies within its radius for a short time. Ah, this reminds me of Revenant from the Ashes. That thing that you fire and then it mobilizes enemies and it looks like a bubble. So this game also reminds me of Revenant as well. This game reminds me of a lot of games. It reminds me of Vanquish. It reminds me of Horizon Forbidden West. It reminds me of Control. It reminds me of Revenant. It reminds me of Dead Space. This game has a lot of reflections of other games in it. So I like that as well. It does its own thing by analyzing other games as well, but then isn't that the point of modern games? Nothing is really new anymore, so the only way to get something that's unique is to sift through things that already exist and find something that hasn't been explored yet to create something unique.
You stop me, and I'll have
Shit! Wrong one.
Jump, you! Be careful!
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, this is sweet as hell. I could switch back and forth between each weapons.
They all got haywire or what?
And why I say that is because by the time you're
well,
trying to...
We better get in contact with Earth before it's too late.
By the time you're trying to reload your weapons, waiting for the cooldown of the weapons to kick in, switch to another weapon and fire off with that other weapon, switch back to the weapon, and by that time you switch back, the cooldown already happens. But I did notice something. It seems like my weapon is completely destroyed. I now only have 2 weapons. So maybe that's a thing in the game, that its own unique thing. Weapons can be destroyed over time through usage. I'm not sure how. I don't think that's going to be an annoyance if you upgrade it. If you upgrade the weapon durability lasts, and thus you're able to keep it longer. Kind of like Dead Island. You craft a melee weapon in Dead Island. It eventually breaks over time, but if you make it extremely strong, you get to keep it for a long period of time. Don't really like that much, especially if I want to keep a specific weapon I love. But maybe you'll get to a certain point in the game where you get to permanently have the weapon, and it will only wear down, kind of like in Elden Ring, but it won't break. It will just be unusable. So we'll see. So far I'm having fun with this game. It's not too difficult. Wait, what? Hmm. What's the purpose of that? So like I said before, if I'm able to leave this place and go to somewhere that's not monotone in color, then I will feel that the game is very good. Because a cheap way of doing a game is not to add any type of flavor to it, to keep the same monotone color. Maybe there's grass and later on various different environments. And if you are going to go with a monotone color, maybe change up the various different environments of monotone. Like everything can't stay gray, otherwise it'll suck. Shit. Shit. Didn't I dodge? No, this one is dodge. Yeah.
This will make it easier to hit things harder.
No one here either. Damn. I gotta hurry and contact Earth.
Okay, I can only have a maximum of 3. Yeah, I can only have 3. Okay. I am curious if there are secrets in the game as well. There probably is, like hidden secrets. So, we'll see.
I hope dropping down here somehow leads us back up to the top floor.
Maybe there's an elevator up ahead. That's a lot of lift.
Let me test the weapon out again. Just fire it here, and then it will will lock them in place. Okay.
Got it!
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
Something's aiming at us.
No good, huh? Now it's my turn.
I'll hack the lift if you're ready.
It's an interesting concept to fight and hack at the same time. It's not easy. I mean, the game makes it easy, but as you get later on into the game, I guarantee it's gonna get harder.
Sure. Starting to feel a bit lost.
We can restore the power with that terminal.
Oh, finally.
Lockdown disengaged. Reconnecting primary power.
I do admit though, gamers who hate AI in this generation right now, because it's stealing jobs or causing problems, or those who believe in that, will probably not like this game.
60%.
Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Severing primary connection. This is Edith. Unregistered guests are forbidden from this area. Initializing sector guard protocol. Scanning. Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize? Us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. Get ready. Any idea what the hell this is? So it's not one of your bot buddies? Then I guess we can just go in black.
Look! Look!
How you like this?
Be careful! Yay!
Where did they get all those missiles?
They were made with lunacy.
Lucky us.